implementing part. Time, I think a lot of has been said, but just a few explanations why it is very important for me to be here today. You are very familiar, I see, with the EU flag. When you count the stars on the flag, you find 12 stars. Actually, there are 27 European Union member states. So it's those from those citizens of those member states that the funding for projects such as these come from. So the citizens, when they work, they pay taxes for their government, for their 27 governments, and then those governments give that funding to the EU, and part of that funding comes to our international cooperation, where we can fund projects such as this. And I'm very happy to have my colleague from the Netherlands, Ms. Marian Schippers, the ambassador, here today as one of the member states that are ultimately, and their citizens are ultimately financing these projects. So indeed, the European Union is your partner. We have been working on various kind of projects in South Sudan ever since independence and even before. We are supporting various areas such as agriculture, governance. We are also supporting health and education, and we are also supporting infrastructure. Here in northern Bahr el Ghazal, also western Bahr el Ghazal, we have been supporting the construction of feeder roads. And this project of constructing the roads here in this region, in northern Bahr el Ghazal, and also the bridge, is part of a 30 million euro project that indeed UNOPS is implementing. Now, roads are important. They are like blood vessels in a human being. They connect parts of the country to each other and bring important commodities and operate as channels of information and transport. I'm very happy indeed to be here in northern Bahr el Ghazal, because it's a part of South Sudan that is in peace. Not everywhere in South Sudan could we be doing something like this and partner with the government, also with the government in a way like this. This is, like my colleague Meshach here also mentioned, a peace dividend. It's something that can be done. In many places in South Sudan, we give humanitarian aid. It's not something that we want to do, but it's something that we have to do, because otherwise people might die of hunger or disease. But our wish and hope is that they will also then create economic activity, open up opportunities for livelihoods, for commerce. Now we of course have the problem that Sudan is at war, and we will have issues. I'm sure you have all probably already encountered issues about imports from Sudan. But finally, when peace comes to Sudan, I think this will be an important entry point to South Sudan, from Sudan, and foster international trade. But also locally, I hope that many of you will identify and find opportunities to create livelihoods, be that from production or from trade. So I hope to see this bridge also contributing into this. In addition, of course, that it will make your life easier, but that you know much better than I do of what it will actually mean. So it is important for me to be here today, because while we get reports from projects, we are told what are there, we have benchmarks, achievements, and so forth. But seeing is a believing. And now we are seeing the bridge is coming up. It will save time and trouble, and it will be something concrete that will be there for the years to come. I wanted to echo something what UNOPS already mentioned here, that please, when it's ready, it needs good care, like those roads as well. These are important investments where we are partnering with you, and the importance that they will be there also, not only for today, but for tomorrow and the years to come in good shape, is an extremely important point. We want to see, like they say in the development cooperation language, that it's sustainable. So I think many other things, important things, have already been said by my colleagues. so I won't be repeating those. But indeed, just to conclude with thanking UNOPS for organizing this trip to make this visit possible, and to the governor and the whole state authorities.